5 and Baton Rouge proud. You're watching Local 33 News at 6.
Thank you for... This is exciting. This is what happens when we are both excited about bringing you information.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us for NBC Local 33 News at 6. I'm Dion Guillory.
And I'm John Burns. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just joining us, we have had a lot happening throughout the day today. Obviously, this weather system, Barry, that is obviously now a tropical storm, but had been upgraded to a hurricane, has been keeping all of us busy and all of your eyes on Jesse and the weather team.
Yes, and so we want to kick things off with this newscast with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Gunkel with a look at this. And Barry, I said this last night, Jesse. Barry is like a grandpa. He is moving very slowly. No offense to grandpas, because there's some cool grandpas out there.
There are cool grandpas out there.
But Barry is, although he's moving a little faster, he's still so slow.
Yeah, he really is. He is just kind of crawling along. Obviously, we were at one time looking for landfall to be sometime around most likely 7 o'clock this morning. Well, that got pushed back to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We made landfall around Intracoastal City, possibly 2 landfalls, one going across Marsh Island. So it was right around Vermilion Bay, so just a little bit to the west of Morgan City and Franklin. That area, Franklin and Morgan City, also had the strongest winds. Hurricane force winds only really extended a few miles from the center of the circulation out there. And as you see looking at the Doppler radar, we have not seen the rain quite yet. Again, this is we're getting a very sluggish start to the system. The first step with this storm, Barry, was to see landfall, deal with the wind. We're dealing with the wind right now. We've got some gusts, even some tropical storm force winds still out there. We're still anticipating tropical storm force winds at least through the evening hours until maybe after midnight. And then we're going to look for the rainfall to come in. So everything has kind of got pushed back a little bit, obviously with this very slow moving system. And as you see here, kind of showing you the wide shot, the concern is still an unlimited supply of moisture out there. And so far, this system has been running into a lot of wind shear out there, and that has been killing the northern half. So the system has been very lopsided, but because it's starting to make more of a shift to a northward direction, you can see how that thunderstorm activity is starting to fill a little bit back out towards the east. Now you can see a little bit more thunderstorm activity all the way down to, say, areas. If you see here, it's now starting to fill in a little bit. And that's going to happen as we head into the overnight hours. I think a lot of this is going to start to build inland, starting to fill back into areas such as Lafourche Parish, Terrebonne Parish, Jefferson Parish, obviously up into the St. Mary Parish. And then maybe we'll even start to see some of that banding coming from back here all the way to start filtering in. Now, how far east or west is that major band? Well, that we'll have to watch very closely going into the overnight hours, because that could be the difference between 2 inches of rainfall and 10 inches of rainfall. That's right, 10 inches of rainfall, because currently it looks like they've adjusted the forecast a little bit because of the late start and whatnot. They're going now from 6 to about 10 inches of rainfall at this point. And as you see, big picture out there again, that the rain totals so far today haven't been much, but they are starting to add up. 0.8, just slightly over that. So we are starting to, even though it's been a light, steady rain out there, we're getting very close to an inch of rainfall here in the capital area. A lot of winds elsewhere. I will show you some of those wind gusts, and right now we've got those wind gusts sitting at about 35 to 37. Still some gusts in the New Iberia area at 60, and Morgan City, they had hurricane strength winds, maybe some gusts just shy of 90 at this point. And because of that, it looks like the reporting station has been blown out at this point, or at least down currently. So showing you big picture here, and you'll see that the current system still, a lot of that rain, a lot of that moisture all on the south side still continues to be very lopsided in the Gulf of Mexico. But we're starting to see some of it fill a little bit to the northern edge. So from Alexandria, starting to see a little bit more light rain over the last few hours. The current winds, well, they're sustained at 65. We've got a few stronger wind gusts out there, and still moving a little bit faster now towards the north-northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Currently sits 20 miles southwest of Lafayette. And I think at this hour now should be making its way across I-10. So here's the current path out there. It looks like we could still be dealing with some of those stronger winds until midnight out there, at least tropical storm force winds. The hurricane force winds, that has passed for much of the area at this point. We will get the newest advisory coming up in just about an hour, but luckily for the entire viewing area, that hurricane warning, it is now a thing of the past. And I just want to show you here that we've kind of been outlining it. It is all this dry air on the northern half. It has been kind of sheared off, but again, you still got a lot of moisture that can get pumped up on this side. There kind of has been this odd line right here. So everything has been kind of sitting in that southeastern quadrant and will continue to do so as we move forward. You see that we got that at Category 1 only for a very short period before we move on. So again, just kind of looking at the models here, and you see by the time we get to 6 o'clock in the morning, still that chance for some heavy rainfall to slide in. Potential for more rainfall throughout the day on Sunday with some drier periods in the mix, but then another wave arrives. Again, this is going to come in waves, and if we start to see some banding or training, which means that water goes over the same area for an extended period of time, yeah, we can see those totals quickly start to add up. And I just want to show you one more model here. I'll get to the rain totals in a little bit, but as you see here, we got to deal with some rainfall. All models, not one is excluding us from seeing rainfall all the way through at least Monday, Tuesday now. So the rain is still expected to be there. I just want to admit that not one model, and again, you can pull me back up on camera here, not one model is going completely dry yet. So when we start to see that shift, all of them are still calling for heavy rainfall for at least the next 36 to possibly 48 hours.
All right, Jesse, thanks so much. Well, obviously, we are far from over with this weather event. But some people have already been displaced. They're having to seek shelter, and they have brought their pets along with them. And all these folks and critters are over at Southern University right now.
Yes, and that's where we find our Jonah Gilmore right now. Where Jonah, can you assess the situation there? What are you seeing there as far as the pets and what people are being told when they bring their pets there?
Yeah, Dion. We haven't seen many people bring their pets here, but we took a tour inside earlier, and there were 3 animals in there, 1 dog and 2 cats. And this facility, the Disaster Pet Shelter, is located on Southern University's campus in the parking lot of the Mini Dome. And people who are inside the shelter just came over here, brought their pets over here. Dr. Mike Strain with the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and Forestry says they decided to set up here because they want to keep people with their pets. They say when you keep people with their pets, things tend to go a lot smoother for those people. Inside, it holds about 55 animals. It's pretty massive. This is one of 2 in the area at the moment. Dr. Mike Strain says this was a special request from the city parish leaders to bring this facility here. They've in the past have had good luck with it, keeping those pets there. And if you bring your pets here, you can actually step outside of the shelter, come see your animals. You can take your dogs for a walk. He says as far as cats go, they try to keep them inside those cages because they don't want those to kind of get out and kind of wander around. So yeah, this is located at Southern University's campus. Not a lot of people have been coming here to drop pets off, but hey, it's here for your use. If you want this service, it's available to you. Reporting live from Southern University, Jonah Gilmore, NBC Local 33 News.
All right, so our teams are taking you parish by parish, and you know there are people who are seeking shelter in Livingston Parish. Yeah,
our own Crystal Whitman joins us now live from Christ Community Church, where again people are being afforded shelter there if they need it. Crystal.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, Jean, good afternoon to you. We're here with the Cajun Navy, actually, with the boss lady here. So if they're just in a wait-and-see mode right now, Miss Lori, tell us, what are you guys doing?
We are just waiting, monitoring everything. We have about 15 boats here, about 30 men stationed, and we're just waiting.
All right, Mr. Sebastian, I mean, the rain is coming and going, but I mean, if you, so what's your situation, and how did you guys prepare for this?
We just go ahead and have our boats all staged to head out in a certain direction to where we're not causing chaos to come in and out of our place. We have our life we got donated about 500 of them.
Come on up.
we try and do 500 per boat. I mean, not 500, 5 per boat or so. We keep some extra in the truck as a just in case. It has the light beacon. It has the whistle as a just in case. You can turn on and off as you please, or if you hit water, they turn on. So you know, as we say, we try and be prepared. We'd rather be needed, and you know, we'd rather not be needed and be here than be needed and not be here. So you know, we're just here, stationed, planning to go, you know, ready to go, and you know, as soon as we get a word, then we try and go as safely and as promptly as possible. We don't send any boats out by themselves. We try and keep, you know, 2 to a pack because you're better off in numbers wherever you go. So we have some kind of plan or, you know, strategic plan to best of our abilities because, you know, storms are unpredicted. So, you know, just we're lucky to be here. We're thankful that God gives us an opportunity to do some work for him. So that's the whole reason that we're all here. We're all here to serve the Lord and do something a part of, whether it's just our dispatch, whether it's whatever it is. We all play an important role, and you know, the boss lady here, if it wasn't for her,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and we were told, I don't know who could tell us the number, so about 19 people have registered to spend the night here at this shelter, including a donkey. Is that right?
That is true. They have, we have animals. We have, they asked about a donkey. We don't know if it was a joke or if it was need be, but we have, you know, some animals that are signed up. We have about 19 people or so that are signed up if need be. If it clears up, then, you know, I guess they don't have to come stay, but if they still want to come stay, we have food, we have drinks, we have, you know, the essentials.
Absolutely, and they've definitely been trying to feed me and give me water and everything today. And we also reached out to one of the captains at the fire department. He said that right now the rain is receding, so it's not as bad as they expected. We have just information about those shelters, though, and including a curfew here in Livingston Parish, all on our website, beourproud.com. Guys, we're going to send it back to y'all over in the studio.
All right, Crystal, they're having a little bit of fun out there, but again, they're ready if people need them. Of course, state and local officials have been bringing us up to date all day long as this weather event has been happening. The folks at GOSEP, the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, not the least of which they've been busy.
Yes, definitely. And our Kellyanne Biley, she just got back from there, so that's why she's in her rain slicker and everything. And Kellyanne, break down the major conversation about what the governor has been talking about.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to start and say, you know, being there today, we've been there the past 2 days as well with our team coverage. And today, there was twice as much traffic coming through that front door. I was there at 8 o'clock this morning, and certainly the first on the scene locally. And we had all those national media teams that came in as well to see what the governor had to say. The quick debriefing that he gave, along with those updates from the individual departments, included the Department of Transportation and Development. We also heard some updates about the levee system. You know, one thing I think that was kind of got out there that was some mass confusion was the flooding that was happening in Plaquemines Parish. And the governor made a point to say, none of our levees have been breached. This has not happened. That was not the Mississippi River. That was something else. So he wanted to get that clear. Overall, just saying, you know, people stay resilient, stay safe. We don't have to stay resilient because we already know Louisianans are resilient, as he said. But staying safe, and I think we've got something here from Shawn Wilson, the Secretary of the DOTD.
We're at 177 coaches here in the state of Louisiana, as well as 31 paratransit services, and we're adding an additional 27 within the next couple of hours, and we have 171 school buses. We will move those around as the event progresses.
And so what I think is really cool right there is that the state has a contract with the coach bus system. It includes 700 buses if they need to activate that many. But at this time, you heard what Shawn Wilson had to say. We aren't there yet. And interesting of note, too, the one thing that we didn't hear about in that particular soundbite was that there have already been 2 rescue missions from nursing homes. Oh, wow. No one wants those pictures out there again, right?
No.
And we know exactly what we're talking about. Certainly very moving. But yeah, so we've got the paratransit coaches as well, which are going to help those people that are in wheelchairs or cannot necessarily get out of their chair at all. The buses actually will come down to the ground.
Oh, wow.
And they can
really help them get on them.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We have another soundbite for you real quick from about shelters.
If you are looking for a shelter, we have this neat new nifty flyer that you have, and for those of you with print media, as the governor said, you text LA Shelter, one word, to the number 898-211. 898-211.
And of course, what you heard there, she had her fancy little flyer. We got one too.
There you go.
So, and it's very important. I sat outside actually and talked to them about this specifically. Texting LA Shelter to 898-211. Of course, you can call 211 as well. But I encourage people to do that now. Like, we're not necessarily in that heightened state of an emergency situation. It's going to take a few moments for it to auto-populate, but you'll get all the current shelters on your screen. And the cool thing about that is, one, you can go ahead and determine the closest one to you.
Right.
And then second of all, if we get into an emergency situation, pull out your phone, click on the address, and you've immediately got directions to where you need to
fantastic.
go. So a couple of things there, a couple of good pointers, but it's definitely that's.
So what we're seeing a lot of here is lessons learned, things implemented that are making the response and the shelter information better for everyone.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about anxiety with flood victims from 2016. And I think what we've seen here is that, yes, lessons were learned, but man, are they prepared.
Yes, that's it. It's amazing to see.
It
All
is.
right,
Very
Kellyanne
good.
Biley, thank you, ma'am. We'll be right back.
You're watching NBC Local 33 News with John Burns, Dion Guillory, Chief Meteorologist Jesse Gunkel, and Brian Holland with sports.
Well, we continue our round robin, if you will, of South Louisiana with what's happening with this storm system, and we're heading out to Ascension Parish now.
Yeah, and you can see there's NBC Local 33's Kara St. Cyr there at Lamar Dixon. And Kara, what can you, we see the rain's coming down there, what else can you tell us?
Guys, I'm Parish. Well, this building behind me is actually a gym that's being used as a temporary hurricane shelter. Now, we don't have access to go inside. We've been told we have to stay out, but I did talk to somebody that was inside, and he said that they have cots available, but they don't have things like blankets, snacks right now, because technically the shelter isn't open, but it will be later on today when the Red Cross gets here. We don't have a time for that just yet. But if you do need somewhere to go because you're worried about flooding or the wind possibly messing with your house, you can come knock on these doors and they'll let you in. So right now, that's all the information I've got right now. So back to you guys at the desk. I'm Kara St. Cyr.
Takeaways from there, you can hear just how high the wind is
Yes.
where she is, and also most likely the reason why they weren't, she wasn't allowed into the shelter is to protect people's identities.
All right, absolutely. All right, we'll be back right after this with an update on what's happening with this storm system.
And now, your Storm Tracker team forecast with Jesse Gunkel.
Yeah, welcome back. Again, I do want to show you that we are continuing to keep an eye on. I was just trying to upload the newest information out here, and it looks like the National Hurricane Center has actually dropped the estimated rainfall totals now to a lot of areas in that 4 to 6 inch range, and you can see it here a little bit better. Obviously, that is looking a little bit better big picture at this point. So again, let me jump out of this. No, again, let me try to jump in here. Close. Okay, yes, no, all right. Go to camera 1 for the time being as I jump back into this system. And right now, again, we are continuing to keep an eye on those rain bands out there. Main thing I was just trying to get you to the big picture that their rain totals have dropped significantly for a lot of areas that were sitting one time underneath that 10 to 20 range, now sitting in 6 to maybe 10 range. So you can see there will be a big difference out there. And that mainly does include a lot of areas around Ascension and Assumption at this point, and that extends down into the Gulf of Mexico. Still dealing with some light rainfall, but so far dry air has been our best friend out there in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, and you can see out here again still seeing a lot of thunderstorm activity. You can even see some lightning strikes out there, but as your overall rain totals, they're slowly starting to add up but staying well below an inch at this point. Local winds out there, some gusts obviously somewhere in that 35 to even 25 range. 53 still down in New Iberia, but again, here is that dry air kind of in the mix, kind of really just choking and not allowing, just battling this system, battling Barry pretty hard over the last couple hours, keeping all that thunderstorm activity still a little lopsided and to the southern edge of this system. And as you notice here, the current path is still heading again, north-northwest at about 7. We've got those winds sustained at 65, gusting at about 75 at this point. And as you see here, it looks like that system will start to drive up towards the north. Still pretty slow process because even by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, it is still at about 35. So a tropical depression, but it's still sitting in the state of Louisiana. Flash flood watch across the entire area. And I do want to show you some of these estimates out here. And you'll notice, again, that may shift a little bit. They're still calling for at least 10 to 6, somewhere in that range, somewhere from 4 to maybe about 10 inches of rainfall. It just depends. Again, they've driven that line a little bit further west now. Instead of being between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, now that line has shifted slightly west at this point, and kind of very similar to what this model is indicating at this point. And then here's the other one. And again, this may not be as much, but you can see here that we're still dealing with rain possibly going into about Tuesday of this week. And yeah, that's really going to start to add up for a lot of areas. Still keeping Baton Rouge on the high end. However, overall totals have dipped off a little bit. Notice even around New Orleans, only at about 5 inches. And again, they're only going to see a couple pockets developing across much of the region. So we're still got a potential for a lot of heavy rainfall. We need to see where it starts to set up over the next 24 to 36 hours, because if a majority of that rainfall is on the western side of the Mississippi, a lot of that will filter into the Atchafalaya, and that could drastically change our river stages here, the Comey, the Amite, and every little bayou in between. Yeah, the river levels will drop significantly out there, and that will be definitely some good news for us. However, if we still see a lot of potential rainfall in the Atchafalaya Basin, well, then we got to watch out there, because there are a lot of areas, or a lot of cities actually, that are in that basin. I also want to point out too, because again, we haven't had much so far. We had a couple tornado warnings mainly towards the east, but we still have the possibility that we could spawn some isolated tornadoes tonight. And as we head into tomorrow, we still sit under a slight risk. We'll be right back.
All right, we got a traffic alert for you. Take a look at this traffic camera, an incident with an 18-wheeler.
That's just around the bend. So that's I-10. As soon as you're coming, that's eastbound. Yes, eastbound. So as soon as you're making that turn, where it's kind of steep at that point, where you try to merge back into 10. An 18-wheeler tipped over, and most likely the cause is probably a strong wind gust out there. So again, that's another 18-wheeler that we had an issue. So the winds might be kind of funneling through that area. Just be very careful and cautious if you got to head across the bridge. Again, this is a decent situation at this point.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of, things going on.
Well, and you got to think about 18-wheelers. They're top heavy, and if you get a gust up to about 40, 50 miles an hour, it's easy. The roads are slick because we've been seeing that rainfall out there. You can see exactly what happened.
Yeah, and you can. It could have been much worse.
Right, it could be much worse. And also, you can tell every now and then that camera is shaking.
Yeah.
That shows you the wind, how high that wind is out there.
Be careful if you're out on the roads.
Yeah, and it is going to continue to be an ongoing situation. What I want to say here also is please do not become complacent. Go, oh, this Barry was nothing. It still has the chance to be something overnight. And obviously, again, we're going to start to see all models are still keeping it there. Yes, it's still battling a lot of dryers, still some wind shear, but there still is a heartbeat. There still is a pulse out there with this system. It's not done by any means. Stay alert overnight. We're going to continue to keep you updated every hour on the hour, obviously, as much as we can. Main thing is we are going to try to give you those latest updates going through the overnight hours. We've got social media, Facebook. If you want, we're going to probably jump in. I think we should do this too. Maybe we'll do a Q&A again a little bit later on tonight. And if you have questions or concerns, you can always filter them to Dion, John, and I. And yeah, we will monitor the very latest because again, you could wake up with a bunch of water on the ground.
This storm is so huge. I still can't get over how big it is. So yeah, we'll have to keep monitoring the situation. I'm looking forward to seeing, how this resolves when it does. All right, on that note, thank you for joining us. We'll be with you throughout the evening, as Jesse said, bringing you updates. We've got the Governor's News Conference a little bit later on this evening. I believe it's 8:45.
8:45, 9 o'clock-ish. We'll monitor that. And, of course, don't forget to download the BR Prod app for news and this weather situation anytime you want it. See you later.
Have a safe evening.